First of all, I just want to say thank you, God. This is something I always want to start off by saying. Um, you know, to see how trashy. Let me call it trashy and try to have a better vocabulary for that. The perps involved in trying to make you identify to how you're being manipulated and what they are utilizing to try to convince you that you should look at what's happening here as just a research of people who just trying to understand who you are and to get the basis of what's happening here. That they're not just manipulating your brain, but you should this makes sense and this and that. When the truth is, they try to paint you in something that you're not. They manipulate your brain currently in real time, in degrading ways. The technology that target individual deal with is technology. Some target individual, actually, I think a lot of target individual, and the reason why I'm so aware of also what's happening to me is they have these tactics with the technology that they've been developing that can alter your mind. This technology, unfortunately, for us target individual, are weaponized. So what they do is with the technology that can alter your brain in whatever fashion they want you to, is weaponized by the way they make you have these experiences, and then wanting you to identify with this false persona. They are assessing, studying, and understanding what is the best way to break you down. What manipulation are going to be the most degrading? How can they make you identify with these manipulations? And like what behaviors can help make the target individual identify with this? And then that's why you deal with these clowns around you. For me, I deal with these clowns, and it's a comical, it's funny and agitating at the same time. It's a mixture of those, because these clowns, they have no shame. When I mean by no shame, they can they can bring up whatever they can in this stupidity level in most, like, it's just like, don't you feel embarrassed to even try to use that as ways to try to make me identify with this, but make themselves talk in just like fierce way, and you think that you're talking to some fierce being that's just like, it's just so validating that she makes herself talk in just like fierce way. And there was one perp that I don't know who this clown is. I think I know, I'm not sure, that I think is the one next door clown, childlike individual. And when you hear her interact with you via V2K, you would think that it's like these movies where the hero is this badass woman, this female gender who's badass, and she just talk like that. But you just imagine somebody bringing up the most retarded things you can imagine, but just still have that same kind of personality. That's what I deal with. And I'm like, oh my goodness, so disturbingly sad. Today I'm being manipulated. It's funny they say, and I got this title called Gigi, but it's in different languages. It's probably, maybe you can call it Gigi. But what you're seeing here is a blur picture of me when I'm in 5th grade. I wish I could unblur that, and you can see the stupidity that I'm forced to deal with. Today what's happening is they manipulate my brain in the most disgusting ways. They are forcing me to have these sexual arousals and perceptions that are aimed toward children for the purpose of breaking you down. It is disturbing. And then they have these clowns around you who are doing things to disorient you, gaslight you, brainwash you, distort reality, disorient you, that deflect typical brainwashing tactics to make you think in like a clown. Like, I don't even want to use the terminology, but I know I've been using the term retardation. But that's truly how they want you to think, and they're really behaving like, oh, it makes so much sense that you can. It makes so much sense that you see how they behave in this rage way because there's studies and the research. It's just so validating, and you see them act like, oh my God. And it's like a person who thinks that their behavior is going to make sense of this stupidity. and they truly behave in certain ways. And they want you to take it so serious because they look so serious and sound so serious that in truth it's just behaving that way. So they want you to identify with the stupidity of logicalness they want you to have. Clear manipulation and sad manipulation, to be honest. They have no shame. I'm like, dude, what entitled are you? Are you? Do I look like I'll be like, oh my god, yes? It's so like I think that's what they want me to be. Oh my god, yeah. Like I think they want me to be like, yeah, oh my god, yeah, you just research me. You just like look at them like, do you really think that that's like in your mind? You're like, oh, let's just bring that up here, change this thing up, and be like, yeah, we researched it. We'll face. And the truth is, they in their mind they think that that's what's gonna work. I'm like, who have you done this to for you to think that this makes sense? That people won't look at you for the clowns that you are. You are clowns. But the worst part, you are clowns thinking that you should be taken serious in a sense of like, I make so much sense because I talk like that. Fucking clowns. And then you look at this shit that's like, you a bunch of fucking trash. Look at you. You really think I'm gonna be like, oh yeah? Because you behave in this way. What the fuck are you? That's how you think things go? Like if you stay strong. Let me just tell you what's happening here. Okay, today I'm being manipulated in the most degrading ways. You know, there was the picture of I don't know. There was an ad that came up, and there was an ad about disease that kids have, and there's this kid called, I think it was Gigi or something that had like this disease, this very sad disease. I think the kid is like 10 years old or something like that. It's so sad. You can see her parents around her trying to help her. That's so sad. This poor child has some kind of disabling disease. And I remember when I saw that child, it made me have these experiences. It's so like the way they rewire your brain to perceive children, because that's how they weaponize this technology. The reason why they do that is simple. If they have technology that can alter your brain, and this technology is used to break down the target individual, is used as a weapon system, they're gonna utilize it in a malicious way, right? They're gonna utilize it in a way to break you down. It becomes a weapon. So what is a way to maliciously utilize this technology is to make you have these experiences and perceptions that are degrading. That is a malicious way of utilizing this technology. That is a way that is the technology can be weaponized. Then they have these clowns that's supposed to make you think, no, we're just mapping. And when they say these things, right, they're like, oh no, we're mapped. Like, yeah, we're mapped. And they use this tonality where they literally use this persona. And how they say that to me is because this technology can alter your brain, but they also have a technology called V2K, voice to skull. And that's where things might sound schizophrenic, but there's technology that can pipe voices into your brain. And I think they also, when they do these things, right, interacting with you, they think that the fact that the technology that pipe voices in your brain can sound mysticful. So imagine I can say things to you, you can see me, but my voice is projected into your brain. Sound kind of eerie, right? So they try to have a voice that sounds eerie. It's like, yeah, we're mapped. Yeah, we mapped your brain with you. And they talk like that. To go with this eerie like technology, they want to sound eerie too. When you see the clowns that they are, you look at them, it's like, this is what kind of clown and trash. And for me, they've been using this feminist like facade. It's so disgusting and foul. And it comes from coward female gender trash involved in the program where they torture women and children, but they want me to think that no, when we do it that way, we map your brain, and they make themselves talk like that. I'm telling you, that is why people don't respect this like feminism as it is today. This new wave of feminism is detested today. It's hated so much that perhaps that's why people ended up voting for Trump. As crazy as this man is, they rather deal with Trump than deal with clowns like, yeah, they can be killing women and be involved in the same program that does that, but like, yeah, but when we do this, it's just like different. Now, they make me have this experience today, and then there's something going to my brain, and this technology can access your memories, but not only access your memories, they can manipulate your memories. But the memories they're manipulating, it is so pathetic because in this case I'm going bringing up is when I'm like fifth, sixth grade. This picture there is me when I'm in fifth grade. It's a class picture. To falsify a memory of a child that age, to make you identify with how they manipulate you today, it is so pathetic. And the most disturbing ways is when they do these things and then try to sound so eerie. Yeah, our brain, we're just serious. I'm like, you fucking clown low life. You piece of retards. I'm sorry for using that word, but it's so disturbing. And they want to be taken like, yeah, that just make us a talk like that. It makes sense. It is so sad. In this picture, you see me in fifth grade. Around that time, they make me think of the brother of somebody who was about my age, who was my age, I think. But make me think of the sister of somebody who was my age or so. The sister was maybe 2 years younger or so, 2-3 years younger, not that much different. And they're like, no, but and her name is, let's just call her Gigi, but in English maybe we call it Gigi, but her name is Gigi. And I remember she had like she had like green eyes or still something like that. And they'd give me memories like, no, but you see, you thought you wanted her because that's like trash. No, but you just changed my memories of me when I'm a kid like that. Like, no, you wanted her. It's like, what? And it's just changing into something else. And to the point where today, as a grown man, as they make me think of Gigi, they give me stimulation right now. It's like, yeah, no, that's your memories. You are falsifying memories of somebody in the fifth grade onto a child that's like 3 years younger or so. And to try to use that to make me identify how to make me have this experience today as a grown adult man when I see a child called Gigi who has this disability, disease, and condition, and try to use those manipulations as validations. Target individual be strong. And they truly have these mental battles of how they twisted and changed my memory and spin in these ways. To be like, no, there's something. You see how you experienced that there when you were like 11 or 10 years old. And have no shame. They're like, yeah, do you get raped? They'll have it. Target individual, stay strong. Just be thankful that you didn't have to be a clown like them. I know it's intoxicating to do what they do because they have the ability of changing human minds and memories and paint things in ways that are just nonsensical. I put that in their faces because it's just really, it takes a mentally challenged human trash to be like, yeah, we can do that if we make ourselves talk like that too. And see, they'll have it. These falsified memories of a child that age will be the validation. If I talk like that, and they talk like that via V2K. For me, I hope my videos for the target video make sense. Understand that it's part of these tactics that are meant to break down the target individual in regard of their identity. It's truly a brainwashing tactic while manipulation of your mind using technology that can do that. And they use this perhaps who have no shame because you feel embarrassed, right? As a grown man or as an adult who respect themselves or a person who respect themselves, Like imagine like, yo, bring up that yeah with five when he's like in fifth grade, right? And just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's that a mission. And the mission is supposed to go somewhere else, but they try to use that to deflect. Like, yeah, we'll face. Yeah. Oh, they'll have it. There's something there. As a person who respects themselves, regardless of you're an adult or not, he'll be like, I feel like a human. I feel like a clown doing this right now. I feel like I feel so. It's so humiliating for who I like. My self esteem is being destroyed by being this clown. And on top of that, I gotta talk like that. We'll face. Do you know how stupid I would feel to do that? Sometimes they make no skip. Yeah, they're gonna beat you. Talking via V2K. I'll put that in their faces. Target individual. I'd rather die in hell than having to live a life of this kind of stupidity having to be done to help break down the target individual. To help my target individual stay strong and look at those clowns for the clowns that they are. The trash. Regardless of how foul things they do to you, and regardless of how serious they sound when they talk like that. To my target individual, I rather die in hell. I rather suffer. No torture will make me identify with this manipulation. I'm just so thankful I didn't have to live like them.